Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Stoke FM14 video. I've been whizzing through the seasons. I've been pretty addicted. I've had a bit of spare time in the evenings when I really should be doing other things. But I'm just addicted to this save at the moment. And as you can see, I've had another successful season, winning the league for a second time in a row with Stoke. 3 points ahead of Man United this time. But we got 92 points, beating our last season total of 87, so pretty crazy there. 28 wins, 8 draws and 2 defeats all season. 97 goals as well, pretty close to 100 goals. Maybe next season we can manage 100. And I also won the FA Cup. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to equal last season's record of winning the treble, the domestic treble, and I didn't win the Champions League either, unfortunately. I did go out in the quarter-final stage against PSG on aggregate in the end. I did win the second leg, but it wasn't enough. And we beat Leicester in the FA Cup final. We actually managed to finish 5th in the league. They had an incredible season. And in the Capital One Cup, we did lose in the quarter-final against Chelsea. But we only really had 4 defeats all season in all competitions in the end. Then, so an insane season. If we go to the player stats for the season, I did get second top scorer of Kiselev with 21 goals, second assist with my new signing Rumen Tanev, and Mauricio got best shots on target. Douglas Costa was there. Philip Miller second in average rating, impressive for the 20-year-old Scottish wonder kid centre back, amazing player. But Kiselev he's got stronger and stronger, managed to get 31 goals in all competitions this season, 19 on finishing and composure. It looks insane. What a player. But Rumen Tanev was actually player of the season with his 13 goals in all competitions and many assists. How many did he get in the end? 19 assists. Fantastic winger. He's a winner as well as a winger, but he's only got 8 on finishing, but he still gets a fair number of goals. If I go to the player stats, I've actually sold a few players already. I'll show you in a minute. When I skip ahead, I've gone up to just before the Community Shield against Man United, so you can see all my signings. But Kiselev with the most appearances, mainly because this time round Butland and Prioretti both played a fair number of games each. In fact, Prioretti played more games than Butland in the end. He's a great keeper, Italian, younger than Butland as well. Similar ability though. And I've got this guy up and coming, who I have just sent out on loan to Rangers actually for the upcoming season. Goals wise, Kiselev top scorer. Douglas Costa had an incredible start to the season. He somehow got to about 12 goals in the first 10 games in the league. Slowed down a bit in the end, but still managed to finish second top scorer. Head of Mauricio with 18 and then Tanev with 13. This guy once again had a decent season, but I'll show you in a bit that I've actually sold him on in the end. When players reach their 30s, I just have to think, shall I sell them and get as much money for them now, rather than wait for their contract to run down and see them degrade. So it's a bit of a balancing act. Average rating wise, Philip Miller was top, then it was Kiselev. Oh, Kiselev's just unbelievable. But anyway, that was this season. If we look at the league, Hull, Peterborough and Swansea went down. Coming up from the Championships, Middlesbrough, Watford and Palace. Sunderland have been relegated to League One, which is pretty crazy. I believe Real Madrid won the Champions League for the second season in a row. Chelsea won the League Cup, sorry. But yeah, that's about it really for this season just gone. I might as well skip ahead to August and show you the transfers. Okay, so I've got the Community Shield game coming up. Usually I show a video once the transfer window is over, but I can't imagine myself bringing in too many more players, simply because I can't really, in terms of I don't have enough places in the squad. In the last season I did have to leave out a few players. So this is my team. I've decided to send Cerullo on loan to Rangers. He's experienced, he's the youngest out of the 3 keepers. I won't play him really, apart from the cup, so I've sent him out on loan. Odovic will be going out on loan to Chelsea, which may be a bit foolish because they are rivals. He's a good player, but he generally won't play. I very rarely need 3 strikers because Kiselev will play pretty much most games, and Millet, who I've signed, will be my backup player. I've sold Rondon. I'll show you the transfers in a second. This guy looks good. I don't know how I managed to get him so cheap from PSG, especially with the rating he's got. Is just 3.5 star current ability, and he's going to become a world-class striker apparently. Looks pretty amazing. I'm surprised he hasn't got any French caps yet, but I expect that to be soon. So if we go to transfers, I really did balance the books. I only really spent 5 million in the end because of all these players I sold. Players like Cooper, who I signed on a free last year, who had decent potential, but I just don't have a room for them in my squad. I've got too many players, so I've had to sell them. James McCarthy's eventually gone. He's another one that's reached 30, and I thought, he's not bringing brilliant, to be honest. So I've decided to sell him. Jonathan McCartney, I've managed to get a huge amount for him from Chelsea. Considering he's always been sort of a backup midfielder, I mean, he's always had potential, and he does look very good, to be fair, but he's never done a huge amount for me. And he's been on loan, he's played for me as a backup, and I think I did very well to get 27 million for him. This guy also went out after I signed him and I couldn't play him, I didn't have room for him last season. I did very well to get 25 million for Dennis. He's a good defender, but I've got better defenders now, I think, and he was 2.5 star rating. I know you don't always go by the ratings, but I think I did very well to get 25 million for him as well when I could bring in someone else. Also sold this guy, who I did very well to get 14.5 million for, considering I didn't play him at all last season. And he looks very good, but I've got better players. I've just got such an incredible squad now. And I also sold Rondon, not very much, but he only scored 3 goals last season, and I've got a better backup striker now. I need to show you who I brought in. I don't know where I'm going here. So, this guy's insane. I tried to get him before Bayern Munich bought him, actually. And they bought him for 36 million from Southampton. And I think I've done very well to get him for 30 million, just half a season later. But I needed a central midfielder, and I brought him in. He's going to do very well. I also brought this guy from Southampton, another player that can play in central midfield. This dude as well, I think, is a good signing for 5 million. This guy is my backup right back for Azpilicueta. Can never pronounce his name, and should develop nicely. I said about Millet already from PSG, very good backup striker who, well, I'll be Kiselev's backup striker, should hopefully get a few goals. Got Raposo for free. He's got fantastic potential despite being 24. I don't know if he's really going to develop anymore. We'll have to see. But he's free, so I can always sell him for a profit. And this guy, very good centre back. Got a massive amount of potential. I think that's a very good deal from Chelsea. And this guy also, a lot of money, 23 million for this centre back, but I needed a really good centre back. He's going to become world class, hopefully. But for now, it'll probably be Philip Miller, my Scottish wonder kid. Possibly this guy. I'll mix it up. I've got 5 centre backs to pick from, in fact. So, yeah, we'll have to see. But it's exciting. I really hope I can do the quadruple, and then I'll probably call it a day on this save. If I don't, I want to at least win the Champions League. Of course I want it with West Ham, but it'd be nice to win it with this squad. Absolutely beastly squad. This is the tactic I'm currently using. I do seem to mix it up a bit, depending on who I'm playing and adapting towards different teams. But that's what I've gone for at the moment. And we just have to hope that this season will be the season I can win the Champions League. I want to win the league again for the 3rd time in a row. That would be very good. But the Champions League is my aim this season. So wish me luck. And yeah, I'll try and whiz through this season as well. But I should be doing other things. But inevitably I'll end up playing this. Also, emulating Ronaldo is coming soon at the weekend. So make sure you check that out. People have been asking about it. And join my FM Society group, which is in the description below. And I will post regular updates on this save and emulating Ronaldo and that sort of thing. But But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like, and I shall see you in the next video.